Friends, and welcome back to another week of fabulous narrative writing. This week, we learned that friends should treat one another with respect and kindness, which is not what happened when we read The Fox and the Stork. Those animals were not being kind to one another. But in writing this week, we want to write a personal narrative or a true story about a time when you were a kind friend to someone. Be sure to include the character's setting and plot. Well, our job today is to plan the story out, and we can use almost like this story map to help us to do the five-finger reach out before we start drawing. So I'm thinking about a time when I was kind to someone, and I'm thinking about a time when I was your age and I was out on the playground with my friend Sam. So Sam and I are the characters. And we were on the playground at school, so my setting is the playground. And if we're at school, it's going to be during the daytime. Well, here's what happened. In the beginning, I was running on the playground when I noticed my friend Sam was crying. Next, or then, I went up to her and asked what was wrong. She showed me that her knee was bleeding. At the end, or finally, I got a Band-Aid for her and helped her put the Band-Aid on her cut. That's a time when I was showing kindness to a friend. So now I want to sketch some quick pictures to show what happened in each part of my story. And we know that our story is going to start with the beginning. I could put a B for beginning. And I want to do a quick sketch of showing what happened. And I've got to show my characters. So here I am. I'm just running. There's my head, body. I'm having like a great time, right? We're on the playground. It's recess. We're running. Woohoo! And here I am. And I've always got my bun on my head. Even when I was younger, I always had my hair pulled back. There I am. But my friend Sam, she was on the ground. Okay, here she is. And her knee, oh gosh, she was really upset. She was crying. Super sad. We're going to put tears coming down her face. She's got long hair. And we were on the playground. So I've got to show that this was the playground. I think I'm going to show some of the swings in the background because that's going to help my reader know what the setting is. This will be like where the grass is. Here's the swings. And I'll color this in later to show that we're on the playground. And you know what? Let's add some trees too to this setting. And maybe the sun is up in the sky so we know this is during the daytime. So here's me, and I notice a problem. My friend Sam is hurt. She's upset. Now I'm going to go to my next page to show what happened in the middle. I can write an uppercase M on the top if that's going to help me remember that this is the middle of my story. Well, the next thing that happened, or in the middle, I asked her what was wrong. I went right up to her. I'm going to actually draw Sam first. So she was on the ground, her legs kind of out. She's just really upset. She's got the tears coming out of her eyes. And I asked her what was wrong. So I went up to her and I knelt down by her like this and asked what was wrong. There I am talking, give myself my hair and my little bun. Perfect. Okay. Again, I've got to show the setting. So I've got my swing set. Because we have to show our setting in each part of our story. We have to know where this all takes place. Here's the grass. We've got the sun, so we know what time of day it is, and the trees so that everyone knows we're outside. Quick sketch. Just want to show what's happening. Now I can go to my end. Well, at the end, after she told me that she had scraped her knee and that it was bleeding, here's my E for end. Now I'm going to show that I actually was able to fix her knee up and give her a Band-Aid. Okay, so I'm going to show Sam is still on the ground, but she's going to start smiling because I'm going to help her out. I'm going to be a kind friend. Okay, she's got her arms, and here she's smiling, and her tears stopped. She's not sad anymore. We're going to put a Band-Aid on her knee. And here's my arms. I'm putting the Band-Aid on. That was so nice. Sometimes it just feels good to do nice things for people, doesn't it, friends? I'm feeling good because I was able to help my friend out. There we go. Here's me. Here's Sam. I can even label the Band-Aid. And again, we've got to make sure that we show the setting because we have to know where and when this story takes place. So I'm just going back in, showing my swing set. You could add the slides if you're on the playground. I'm going to add green grass later. Again, quick sketch, doesn't need to be perfect. Notice I'm doing this in a couple of minutes. And then my tree, and I'm going to go back and color this in realistically. So friends, your job today is to get your whole beginning, middle, and end sketched out. Notice how within 5 minutes, I was able to show what happened in the beginning of my story, and I could retell this to somebody if they asked me to. I noticed that my friend Sam was upset on the playground. In the middle, I asked her what was wrong, and she showed me that her leg was bleeding. I'm going to put a little bit of blood when I color this in. And at the end, I helped her by getting a Band-Aid for her cut. So your job is to go back and think about what story you want to tell about a time that you were a great friend, and then sketch those pictures and then color them in realistically.